Now, can anyone tell me what's the problem with this algorithm? Will it always work? What's the problem with these algorithms? Anyone, any idea? Okay. What if there is a negative weight edge? I mean, it might be difficult to visualize what a negative weight edge means, but when you say edge, we define the edge by based on property. We never said edge will always have some distance or always some time, because distance and time are usually positive. They are not negative with the reference, obviously. But we never said it's always based on distance and time. It can be anything. It is a property. You can define the property anyways. So if I assume, let's say, I know I have a short circuit system. I mean the wiring system at my home, and I know this is my room one, and this is my powerhouse. You can see the main power comes from. Power flows from power to room house, right? If I represent this like this, okay, power is flowing from room one to powerhouse. It's not happening. Power is always flowing in this direction, right? It's never flowing in the other direction. So if I say I want to represent a graph in which the property is like power always flow from a source to always the power source. So in this case, I will say whether let's say the power here was 10 ohm, here the power will be minus 10 ohm, because it's a negative of it. I'm not transferring any power. It's not happening. It is always pushing it back, because no power will transfer from room to powerhouse. So this is how you define a negative edge. I mean, there are some applications of it, but that's a easier way of visualizing it. Why do we need a negative edge in a graph in the first place? Okay, but now coming to the question, if it has a negative edge, it won't work. Anyone, any idea why it won't work if it has a negative edge?
Because the cut will always choose the negative value, right?
Yeah, but again, if you choose negative, that's good for you, right? Anyways, because if you choose the negative edge, it's good for you anyways. You want to minimize the weight. I mean, what's the problem with that? Even if you choose the negative edge. Okay, think like this. So that was your graph, right? There was some set of edges like this, and there were connectivity between like this. What's the first thing that you did? I mean, your left was empty and right was not empty, right? What you did every time, you pick a cut. I mean, if it was left, it was right. You pick a cut from here, you take an edge, and whichever edge you pick, whatever was the right on the right side of whatever the vertex, you take that vertex and put on the left side. Once you put the vertex on the left side, do you ever touch that vertex again? You never touch the vertex again. You only touch that vertex till the point it is on the left side, on the right side. Once a vertex is on the left side, you assume it's in your answer. You never touch it again, because that's the idea of whole extra. That's how you optimize it. Which path to pick? It always pick the path with the minimum weight. It's a greedy algorithm. It always pick the path with the minimum weight, right? Once a vertex come from right to left, you never touch it again. You always find the cut, and of that cut, you always find the right side vertex. So that means that vertex come on the left, you are never choosing it again, right? If this happens, and now assume, let's say the weight was here, something like this was 4, this was 5, and this was minus 10. Okay. Now I know if I want to go from A to B, I can go with a weight of 4, or I can go from A to C, then from C to B. If I go from A to B from via C, my cost is minus 5. Plus 5 minus 10, it is minus 5. But if I go directly, it's 4. But if I apply the extra here, what the extra will do? Okay, my left side is empty, it is only A, and on the right everything is there, which include B and C. Okay, these are the edges which are 4 and 5. I know my cut, I'll pick the minimum out of it. The minimum out of it is what? 4, right? If I pick 4, my B will go on the left. So A and B will come here, and now my new graph will be A and B. So from A and B, then I'll see the cut from A to B. So now I'll see this cut. If I see this cut, I'll always update B to C. I am never updating C to B, because once I pick an element, it is never going to be considered again, right? So that's the problem with the extra. If it is negative weight edge, since it's a greedy algorithm, if it picks a positive weight edge before to reach a particular node, it is not going to consider negative weight edge that might be used to reach a node again. Okay, so it doesn't work for negative weight edges. So that's the first condition. Second one, it is not a good algorithm for directed graphs. Just remember that. Okay, let's move to other algorithm, which is single source, single destination. So you want to go from initially the diagram you draw, right? You want to go from S to S prime, then there are some edges, some vertices, and you want to go to D, from S to D. So how do you go about solving this problem? So let's say there is a connectivity between S to D, and I want to find out the minimum weight edge or minimum weight path from S to D. So now these kind of problems, it's a specific set of problems, but by the way, they are more prominent. Most of the questions you will see are either based on this or the extra. So these are the problems. It has two properties. First, the property is it's always a directed graph. Second thing is it's a single source, single destination problem. Okay, if these two parameters are there, you might not want to use the extra, because in the extra, your complexity is order of kind of v square, you can say. It's by specific, if you want to be specific, it will be order of v log v plus e, but general it is ov square. You can figure it out by your ideas. I mean, what you did every time, you are picking a cut, right? What is a cut? Cut is a subset of edges. Every time you're picking a cut, how many edges can be there every time you consider? There can be at most v edges every time you consider, right? Because what are the edges? These edges connect between vertices. So every time you are picking from a set of v edges, maximum v edges, some edges, right? And that edge has to minimum weight. So if you see you want to find minimum out of some set of things, what you will do to optimize? You will use a priority with some kind of structure. That means to find the minimum out of those cut, your complexity will be log v. And that you are doing how many times? You are doing it v times. Because for every vertex, you are taking the vertex, adding to the right, left, then you're finding the new cut. You're doing it v times. So your complexity is v log v. And edge will become here because every time you also keep a track of, can I reach vertex A from vertex B? And if I can reach vertex A from vertex C also, which one is giving me the minimum cost? You're also keeping track of for that every edge. So that's why v log v plus c. This is direct. I'm not going to detail for this how v log v plus c comes. It's pretty much easy. You can easily figure it out. We'll go about this problem. If there is a directed graph and it has a single source, single destination kind of structure, how do you find it? Do you really need to spend so much time, which is order of v square, or can you do it better? Because all the questions that you do, I mean, all the interview questions, first thing you need to do is, that's the basic criteria. No, I will tell you what they expect. First thing they will expect is brute force. If you don't know the solution, simply come with brute force. You don't need to worry about anything, optimization, anything. Simply go with brute force. Then using the idea that you use the brute force, you come up with the optimization. Okay. So the questions that we have, that single source, single destination in a directed graph, you can do with order of v square, but the extra. There's no problem. You can easily do it. But this is a brute force. This is not the optimization.